So the first loop is while loop. With the while loop, we can execute a set of statement as long as the condition is true, as we discussed earlier. So the with the break statement, we can stop the loop even if the condition is true. So let's see this with example. So we are having example here. So here we are having example I is equals to 1 while I is less than equals to like I is less than 6. Print I. If I is equals to 3, then break and I plus equals to 1. So here we are having I starting from 1. So if I is less than 6, then print I. If I is equals to 3, if I is 3, then break, and the next then the loop will be break, and we cannot print the numbers the 3 after 3. So let's understand this with an example. We are having I is equals to 1. We are saying that while I is greater than I is less than while I is less than 10, and we are saying print I. If I is equal to 3, then break from the loop, and if I is not equal to 3, increment plus 1. So here is our code. So we are having I from 1, then we are checking the condition I is less than 10. If I is less than 10, print I. If I is 3, then break the loop and don't run the loop after this condition. So the output will be 1, 2 and 3. 3 will be printed because it will print I, and it will check then 3 is 3. 3 equal to 3, then it will break. So 3 will be printed. So the output is 1, 2 and 3. This is how the break condition works. Let's run the continue statement. So with the continue statement, we can stop the current iteration. We can stop the current iteration and continue with the next. So uh, if we are here at I is equal to 3. So if we are having I equal to 3, then here we are breaking the loop. So all the next iterations will not work. So if we use continue statement, only the this condition I equal to 3 iteration will not work. All the other iteration will work. So let's run this. We are saying continue, and we will say I plus equal to 1 here. So 1 will be printed, then it will increment, it will check 2, then 2 will be printed and it will check. So let's run this. Uh, 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 uh. We will use this print statement here. So if I is equals to 3, it will say continue. So the control will go from here to here to the loop. So if I is 3, if I equal to 3, this I will not execute and print I will not execute, and we will not have 3 in the output. So let's run this. We are having 2, 4, 5, 6. So we are starting from 0 and we are incrementing before printing. So we can say this is 0. Now we can have 1 here. So we are incrementing before printing. So we are having 1, 2, but not 3, because if 3, the continuous statement works and the control will go from here to the loop, and this statement will not work. The next is with the else statement, we can run a block of code once when the condition no longer is true. So if we are saying that we are saying that here we are printing the numbers from 1 to 10, and we will say that if now we will say if this loop will work and the condition is not true, we are having I is equals to 10, so the condition will be false. I is 10 is less than 10 will be false, so the loop will not work. So now the else condition will work, and the else condition will be printed in the terminal. So if we write uh, print I is no longer less than 10, so it will print number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it will print I is not longer, I is no longer less than 10. So here we are printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I is no longer less than 10. So this is how the else condition works.